Hi, this is Elaine with expressionsbyelaine.blogspot.com. Today I'm going to show you how to print and cut a Digi using the Silhouette Studio Designer Edition. To cut it out with a fancy background like this. So this is what I do. First I start up here in the right hand corner on open the registration mark settings, and when you hover it over the icon, it'll tell you what it is, and click on that. Click show registration marks, and then go down here and change this to the 5.0, and that'll make this spot here as small as it to give you more room on your paper. And then click on the open the page tools setting and set it for letter size for 8.5 by 11, unless you have a larger printer. Mine only does letter size. Then I go down here for mine, I click on landscape. So depending on what you're going to cut, you could do it either way, but for what I'm doing, it worked out best this way for me. Okay, after you have your settings for your paper, you want to import a Digi. So you want to go up to File, Import to My Library, and then go to your Digi files. Mine's under Digis. And then find one you want. I'm using one in the Stamping Chef. It was a free one. And it'll come up saying no files. So you want to go down here, files of type, and click on all files. Then when it comes up, you want to get the JPG and double click. It's going to ask you to name it if you want. You can put in whatever you want to remember what it was. I already have mine in there, so you go over to Show Library, and then it goes under My Own Designs right over here, and you click on that and it'll be over here. So then you just double click on it and it pop up on the screen. And you want to click on it, highlight it, and get it to the size you want. So bear with me, I'm still learning this to remember what button it was. Oh, over here. No. This one. Okay, it says open the scale window. It's this little, with the 3 little squares going diagonally. So you want to click on lock aspect ratio and then put in the size you want. So I'm going to start with about 4 inches. Then I go up here and I'll click over here. Then I go up here to the magnifier and make it a little bigger, or smaller to wherever I want it, so I can see it proportionately. Then if you just want to print these out, print out her, then you just put her on the page where you want. Click File and Print, and set up your printer to print it out. So then you can use like a die cut, or just want it on a piece of paper and you want to fussy cut it yourself. You can also have it cut just around here, but I'll show you that one another time. Right now I'm going to do the edge cut. So click on her, put her aside. Okay, after you move her aside, you want to go, I have one in my files already, and it's under, I have it listed under frames or labels. And then you would double click on that. You might want to move it out a little so you can get more room. Move her out of the way. You can move her off the page even. And this one has 4 with it, so you want to click off of it. Use your left mouse button, click and highlight them. Right click to release compound path. Right click again and do that, and then ungroup. Click off, and then you should be able to click on it and move it. Now that will move them, make them separate. Or after you do it, you can just click on the one and highlight it, right click and regroup it. Click off and then click on, and you can just move it together. I'm going to delete this one to get it out of the way. Oops. If you mess up, you can go up here and just go back, and it'll put it back where it was for you. Line it up. And you want to get that extra little square right around it. Group. Move it out of the way. Again. Group, so you can move it around. Now, if you want it to have a shadow, you can ungroup it, keep it ungrouped. Click off, click back on, and then you can move it, and this will be the one you print in, and this will be the one you'll want to save to cut out with if you want a colored background. And what I do is I right click on it, push cut, open it, go up here on the left on this little piece of paper, click on it, right click and paste it over here so I can cut it out later. But you really don't want to do that until after you get all your sizes ready to where the size you want it. So let me move this one out of the way. I want to use this one. And I'm going to turn it so it's going the same direction as her. You want to get that as straight as you can. You can use these lines and line it up with the grid to get it straight. Now I want to make it a little bit larger again. Okay. Let me grab her, move her back over here. And this one is 3.5 by 2.805. And I'm going to make an A2 card, so we know our card's going to be 4.5 by 5. So we want to make this at least 4 inches. So you can click on that, go over to the top right and click on this one. Sorry. Those 3 little squares together. Click lock aspect ratio and make it the size you want. So I want to put 4 inches, so I put 4 point enter. And that will make it to 4 inches by 5. So 4.25, 5.5 by 4.25, so that should work perfect. Then highlight her, grab her in, see if she fits, and that will work perfectly. So now we want to move her back out of the way since we got her size already. And like I said, now you want to, if you want to make, you have to decide if you want to use this one or this one to print on, and if you want the background color. So I'm going to do a background, so I'm going to go back and highlight that, right click on it, ungroup, move that out of the way, take this, highlight it, cut, go over to my empty window and paste it over here. So that'll be there for later for when I want to cut out on my colored paper. Go back over here at the tab, there's tabs down here at the bottom. Now, if we kept it like this, it's going to print her and it's going to print this. So, okay, you want to move her out of the way. Go to open the trace window. Click on that. Click on select trace area. I'm going to highlight it like that and it'll turn yellow. Click trace outer edge. Okay. After you do that, you want to highlight it again. Right click on the edge of it. Oh, okay, you don't have to. It's already, there we go. And then you want to move the red. That's going to be your cut line. This is a print line. So you want to click on that and delete it. You want to grab your frame again. And you want to grab your Digi image. Place it in, center it up where you want it, and click off. Now you can kind of see this little white square. I don't know if you can see it on there, but this is where it pulled the image from, and it has the white background. So you want to click on her, right click again, click send to back. That way when it cuts, it'll cut the lines correctly instead of missing where that overlapped it. So you want to go right up here with the little scissors. It says open the cut style window. Click on that. Highlight it again. Click cut edge. And then it will cut out that. So when you get your page all set up, here's how I have mine set up. I have one ready. I set it up like this with my little girls all lined up. And you'll want to just click right up here, send to printer, or you can use file. Sorry, file print, and send it to your printer where you want it. And then it will print out a sheet like this. So I already have it on my thing. So after you print it and you're ready to cut, you want to click on this little button here, send to Silhouette. So I already printed, so I don't have to push this to click to print button. I just click to skip printing. Make sure your settings are all where you want them. Click continue. Then you can click the detect the registration marks automatically. Okay, you want to click on your cut button. Okay, it says it contains no lines. So you want to go to the cut line setting. You want to highlight all your, right click, select all, click on cut edge, and then your edges will show up. Go back up here to send to Silhouette, and again go to skip printing, continue. Okay, since my paper's thicker, I want to pull this out, change the setting to 6, Make sure that's all the way down. I've had it not all the way down before and wondered why I didn't cut. Okay, line your paper up the far left. Click load matte. I'm going to go back to detect registration marks. Then click cut. Wait till it stops. It says unload. Click enter and unload. And we can just pull this right off. And there you go. You got your Digis already on a frame, all ready to color in. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, or if you have any tips for me, let me know that as well. Talk to you later. Bye.